Hey, how the hell is it going? It is Rich. Welcome back to the studio. Give me a second while I get this camera set up. How's it going tonight? Let's see what we got going on here. How the hell is it going? Let me just pull up all my stuff. It's been a while since I've streamed, and you know what? Holidays come around, and I got really busy. I got a business that I run along with my wife, and Thanksgiving is a very busy time for us. Here I got some sketches out, just doing some character designs a little earlier today, and I really like the sketch that I did. And then I give characters like stories, and I just can't help it. I did this one. I did this one a long time ago, but it's all kind of part of this bigger world. But while I'm waiting for people to show up, let me pull up my dashboard and be live. And if you can, please go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Still a very young, very new channel. How's the audio, guys? Let me just type some in the chat real quick. Make sure stuff's working. So tonight I'm going to be working on dynamic anatomy. We're going to be doing some sketching. Let me zoom in even more. Whoa, not that much. Let me zoom in some more. So tonight we'll be doing some anatomy sketching and focusing on some anime anatomy. So this is Shiro Miwa. Is our book, and I like looking through our books just to get ideas on poses and things to work on. I feel like I should zoom in more. Is that too far out? Whenever I zoom in, though, it gets a little sketchy. There we go. So in the beginning, it's important to keep it fast and loose, which I'm not. I usually forget about that part. And this is a crazy pose. Oh man. This eraser's not very clean. Sometimes these white block erasers, when they get like too dirty, especially if you use any kind of charcoal or other than pencil stuff, it will tend to stay on there longer. It's a very strange pose now that I'm looking at it. For some reason this leg is coming out along with this arm. The arm doesn't go. This hand's supposed to be like going back in space. It's just such a funky pose. I don't even get how we made this work. Sometimes you just gotta draw through the figure. Or if there's an arm in front, you draw the body behind it. Hey, Sinistful, how you doing? Right now I'm looking at Shiro Miwa's sketchbook. Well, his art book, I guess. Getting ideas on poses. He is a master of drawing dynamic anatomy. And by that I mean simply making poses more dynamic. You sketching with me tonight? Awesome. So part of making your sketches and drawings way more dynamic. There's a few different things you can do, and he kind of does them all here. One, it's not a static pose, it's a kinetic pose. He's in the middle of an action, but also he has the character in different kinds of perspective. He has different layers, like this foot is closest to us, and then the body's kind of a second spot, slightly further from us, and then this hand is actually going back even further away from us. And then he's bending the body as many points as he possibly can. So he has this foot here. Bending not only at the ankle, like that, instead of going normal like that, he has it going down, and then the toes are bending here. Knees are bending here, but especially with this hand, he has all the digits of the finger. It's not straight out, it's curved like that. So you're seeing it like that. Sketching before me. Awesome. Awesome. Send me some of your sketches on Instagram. I'd like to see the progress going on. Yep. Yeah, the fingers are curved. Like, there's like 3 different bending points. You got the main knuckle, second, and third. I don't know what the technical terms are for these, or if that's even how they're numbered, but yeah, you got this side, and this side. And he has them bent every single way. Just might not be able to see it in my sketch. Just because of like the video quality or my rough sketchiness might be a factor too. let's see, maybe maybe I'll do a bigger version over here of the hand. And so we got this knuckle, another knuckle, another knuckle, another knuckle. This is what the base of the hand kind of looks like that he drew. And he's got the first part, the second part is bending down, and then the third part is bending back that way. We're not going to see a whole bunch of this going back. It's going to be actually pretty hard to see. And because of the lighting in his drawing that I'm kind of taking inspiration from, the second joint from there down is away from the light, which is over here. So casting shadow over there. And this one, oh, that's why I can't see it. This finger's super close to this one. And then you can kind of see the thumb coming out over there. And part of that's in dark shadow too. Actually didn't need to do that. So yeah. The camera you'll probably not be able to see it due to the paper I'm drawing white and soft. Okay. So I was briefly sharing before most of you came on because streams are weird. I was sharing these sketches that I did of a character that I'm working on. I did this sketch and I was like, man, this is awesome. I actually did this sketch a while ago, probably like months and months ago, maybe even a year ago. But I love the sketch, and then just naturally a story kind of came with the character. And I'm really seriously thinking about turning this into my next comic. There's this guy, his mentor, and yeah, thinking of doing like a dark fantasy kind of comic, kind of like Berserk meets Sword Art Online. It's the kind of idea that I got. It's almost more like Goblin Slayer meets Berserk. But yeah. Anyone else see the new season of Goblin Slayer? I was very disappointed. Okay, I will see you when you get back. New season of Goblin Slayer is pretty terrible. But so this is a pretty cool art book that I got. Grand Blue Fantasy graphic archive. This is number 3. Apparently there's a shit ton of graphic archives for Grand Blue. And I have not played the game, but I saw the anime a long time ago when it first came out and it blew my mind. I loved it. It's very traditional. It was like hand drawn. You can see the pencil lines. It looks so different from all the other stuff that was coming out. They weren't trying to be, CG or anything like that. It's very traditional art. The art in this book is beautiful too. Just all throughout. It is amazing. Like each page is a different character. Each page. There's easily 100 different character concepts in here. It's page 89. Let's see here. 125, the concepts are still going on characters. Eventually gets into monsters, which is more basically character art, but it's all this pose, and I kind of wanted to both these poses. I want to practice these. These look fun. I'm not tracing. I am looking at images and I'm training my eye. Training my eye. My ability to observe and gather details. I don't know if this book's going to stay open for me. Probably not. I'm already focusing too much on details. I need to rough in the whole figure and gesture that I'm doing. I really like the designs with all the straps on the arms, and straps are just cool, especially if they're like leather straps, like belts. Vash the Stampede kind of look. I'm gonna do that. So I'm not drawing this character. Yeah, this is a new character. So this is the reference, and as you can see, it's not exactly the same. Um, Hair is different. Even the placement of the sword is slightly different. Costume I'm doing is already different. I'm trying to take the idea of the pose, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Practicing posing, and when a drawing is this small, it's not very big. Like, it's smaller than my pencil. It would be really hard to light box and take all these details because these lines are thinner than my pencil. So training your eye really helps. By training your eye, I mean your attention to detail. It's been a lot of fun for me lately. Doing exercises like this and just constantly training my eye. Add some straps and pouches just for funsies. You must have left when I pulled out this reference. This is Grand Blue Fantasy, and this is one of the art books. This is Graphic Archive number 3. Grand Blue is a MMORPG. I've actually never played it. I saw the anime. It has only one season of the anime, but it was pretty awesome. The animation was really awesome, and the character designs and everything. It looked really unique, and it looked like it was still hand drawn with a pencil. Like every frame, you could see the pencil drawing. It was great. I would highly recommend just looking up clips of Grand Blue Fantasy anime on YouTube and checking that out. It's pretty spectacular. By Akihiko, looks like his design. Akihiko, I don't know. I have not found any artist names in here. At least not ones that I can read. This is entirely in Japanese. And I'm sure this is done by many, many artists. Because there's well over 100 different characters that they designed in just this book. And I think there's like 13 volumes of this stuff. So there's also all this pose and rough concept art in the back. The rough sketch of the concept art. It's beautiful stuff. But I have absolutely no idea who the artists are. Yeah. And actually I have no idea who this character is. Oh, it's Lucius. Somebody named Lucius. I don't know. He's not in the anime, so I actually don't know him. But yeah. This next one's kind of a high angle. Looks like his design. The artist's name is Akihiko Yoshida. Oh, what's up, K-pop junkie? How's it going? Tonight I'm doing some dynamic anatomy. Thanks for looking up the name, Akihiko Yoshida. I'll have to look him up. Thank you. Yep. Just looking at some concept art here from Grand Blue Fantasy. And they have like 13 volumes or something like that. This is number 3. Yeah, this is thick. This is like almost 300 pages. Nope, over 340-ish. 351. So, of just a bunch of concept art. Just going through there, looking at poses, getting some inspiration. Testing out alcohol markers. Okay, when I first read that, I just saw alcohol. And I was like, well, that sounds like a fun night. K-pop junkie, testing out alcohol. All right. Markers. Sorry, markers. Just clean this area up so it's more readable. Use this one. Yeah. Yeah, you know, why not grab some? I usually drink a little while sketching, but, well, not usually. It's, most of the time it's like coffee or water, but if it's like a weekend and, you know I got nothing really much going on the next day, or the sketching's not that important, you know, it's not like I'm working on my manga or something, and I'm just trying to relax, and I'll drink a beer, glass of wine while sketching, and yeah, there you go. Yeah, so sensible, drinking the apple juice. But I've noticed, like, I don't do nearly as well when I drink alcohol while sketching. And by that I mean I'm not nearly as productive. I don't have any ideas. all the motivation just kind of gets zapped from me, and I tend to just watch something. I usually have something on while I sketch. Usually it's an anime. Sometimes it's something like X-Files. I've been going back watching the old X-Files. And if I'm watching X-Files and drinking, then I'm not sketching. That's not happening. And that's really pissed me off the last couple times I did. I was like, I really wanted to sketch. And I ended up having a beer and then just nothing productive. I sit there. The alcohol does something to your brain, obviously. I thought it would improve creativity, but it doesn't. It just takes it all away. 10 out of 10, don't recommend if you actually want to do some creative sketching that night. So. So we did some anatomy and some hand practice here. Yeah, we'll try this one. They have some amazingly creative concept art in here. Like this character is somebody who plays like trumpet or something and has some sort of magical power. Look at this. Just insane. Insane. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I lose motivation. It's not even motivation because I'm there and I want to draw it. The motivation is there. It's something else. Something else. Because I'll be sitting there and I'm staring at the paper. And then I'm just like, sip, X-Files. And I get nothing. I get nothing. Normally I'll just start scratching and I'll get something out, you know? But, nothing with alcohol. Yeah, no idea. The creativity gets zapped from you. Pop Culture Rocks, how's it going? Relaxing and sketching. You're relaxing and watching though. Alright. Yeah, I love lo-fi hip-hop. Really helps me relax and just kind of get in the zone. You know what? Sometimes the lo-fi doesn't help, and music. I don't know if you guys have ever had this issue, where you just can't think of anything to watch or to listen to. This is honestly like a good sign that you're close to burnout, and that's why I didn't stream the last 2 weeks. I mean, obviously the holidays, and then I came back and I had so much pressure on me to stream, and I just had nothing in the bank to stream or sketch, so I didn't. And just big sign, close to burnout. If you want to prevent it, you got to take some sort of necessary, like, mandatory day off. But I didn't. I still sketched. What I found out was that you can find almost anything on YouTube. I swear. You were already there. Yeah. So check this out. You can find almost anything on YouTube, and there's this it's gonna sound stupid, but a fireplace. And it's just, it looks just like a fireplace. People probably put it on their smart TV, and it looks like you have a fireplace there in your house. And it's just high quality video and sound. Sounds just like a fireplace, the crackling and kindling of the wood. It was amazing. I just put that on, and something about that natural ambient noise just kind of helped me loosen up and remove some pressure. So, by the way, I got this fountain pen. It's pretty cool. Forgot what it's called, but it doesn't work. So, I'd add some water just to the tip to get the ink finally flowing. And that's not, it skips, and yeah, it's junk. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. I got it off Amazon. Hong Dion. Oh yeah, it's a Hong Dion. Yeah, don't buy it. I don't know if other people have better stories of this thing than I do, but it's just not clicking. So, what is surprising is that I got these other ones, and they're just cheap plastic. I got it in a set of 2 at Barnes and Noble, and you can see the difference. It's actually dark and flows no problem. I'd rather use this one. It's metal. It feels quality and sturdy, but not flowing. This one's just called Uli. Came in a pack of 2. So. If you guys haven't yet, go in and click that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. This is what I do primarily. It's just stream anime and manga, comic book, anatomy, sketching, and stuff like that. Mostly it's what I do now. So I do have a bunch of perspective, anatomy, tutorial videos on my channel. Hey Monarch, how's it going? Welcome to the studio. Tonight we are sketching stuff. So lately I was looking through the Grand Blue Fantasy concept book, giant book of ideas for character designs and poses and shit like that. So this one's interesting. I have not played the game, so I have no idea who most of these characters are. But I love the designs and just the amount of ideas and amazing art in here. It's insane. Yeah, Grand Blue's great stuff. I watched the anime, and the anime is fantastic. And I had no idea. I mean, I watched it obviously when it first came out, so like 6 years ago or something like that. I had no idea it was a game. But that anime just kind of sat in my mind. And then I eventually found out there were art books for it. And I was like, geez, how could it have this many art books for one season? And then I realized it was like a game. I don't think it's even in English, but it was fantastic. This guy, that's so graphic. Yeah, I think it obviously was a game first, and then it's created. I know it's made by Games. Yeah. Just amazing shit. Like this one, what the hell? It's a cannon. This chick's literally carrying a cannon on her back. And then I think she just like throws it around and boom, shoots. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. I would love to play this game. It's actually a good idea. Maybe I'll watch some playthroughs tonight. I don't know. I have no idea what the actual game is like. But I'm about to find out. Yeah, it does give me strong Square Enix vibes. Strong Square Enix vibes. when it comes to my anime inspiration, side games, Grand Blue, huge inspiration, and Capcom, older Capcom stuff. Any tips to approach gesture drawings? Having trouble because there's a lot of ways to do it, to be honest, and it's confusing. Yeah. My tips, speed. It's all about speed. So let's see, gesture drawings. So gesture drawings are super loose figure sketches. Sorry, I was just reading the comments. Yeah. So they're super loose. They're somewhere between a rough and like somewhere between a cylinder and a stick man. Somewhere between there. Let's just grab. This book will stay open better, so I'll use this one. Let's see if we can find. Hold on. Let's see if we can find a dynamic pose going on here. All right, we'll use this one. So this one here. So we got her going forward like that. And one leg coming out, swooping around, sword, sword, yada yada. So you're really just capturing the action lines. That's all you're doing here. So I always do a circle for the head. Doesn't matter if it's just gesture or what. You got the big long line coming back. The idea is to do it in as many or as few strokes as possible. That's how my art teacher taught me to do it in college. Now, this is like nothing. It's almost useless. This way. Almost useless. So what I'll do is I'll add, like you can do this real quick and then start cleaning it up. Add some actual, you know, weight to the figure. And you'll start figuring out like that line's not exactly accurate, but staying quick with your pencil in this phase will keep the energy. Which is super useful. There's another thing I was thinking about. Geez, come on. Oh yeah. So when I was drawing, where the fuck did that guy go? So when I was drawing the sword guy, another key tip here. this will be super useful. Some I didn't figure out till later on. If you're trying to draw a pose like this, and you have it in your head, maybe you have nothing that you're looking at, but you know you want a figure standing here with his hands somewhat in front of him, holding a sword. And let's say you always start off with a head. Well, instead of building down from the head and then up out towards the arms, if you know in your mind where you want some of these key elements, then start with the key elements, right? I know his head's going to be here. I know his hands are roughly going to be here to the side of his face. Wind up like that. So it's going to be going down at this angle. From there, it's a puzzle, right? The body bends and moves in amazing ways, and you can make this work from here. I know his shoulders are going to be hunched because he's down like somewhat of an action pose. He's ready to attack. Okay, so shoulders are going to be kind of up here. This hand's going to be going out from here, right? You can make that work from there, right? Right? Just like that. So start with the important elements and the elements that you know for certain where they need to be. And then you can figure out the rest, right? And just piece it all together. So I very rarely do just these action lines. I don't ever really do that. I do more like this. There's some amount of building blocks. It's not straight on cylinders or any of those stupid shapes. No one actually does those stupid shapes. Good, I'm glad that helped you. Yeah, start with the important elements. Move quickly. Don't flesh out, you know. I'm sure you've all seen it. These art books and they're trying to teach you, yeah, you know, do the cylinder for the forearm, and then a ball for the hand, and a ball for the elbow, and you know, another cylinder for the arm, the upper arm, and bigger ball for the shoulder. Don't do that. It's terrible advice. Terrible advice. What you're going to be learning is how to draw a ball and cylinders very well, and it's useless. So get your shapes to be more organic. Like that, you know, get them to be more organic. And practice observation. Honestly, that's huge. Outdated advice. Are you talking about my advice on cylinders or the cylinder shapes and breakdowns being outdated? I'm just saying, this is Shiro Miwa's sketchbook. Like, he's not doing cylinders anywhere. These are super rough. Even here, he's got his own visual language figured out. His own shorthand. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's outdated, but people keep teaching it. You know? Look at this. I love his rough stuff. It's amazing. Yeah, I hate it when I see people still talking about cylinders and boxes and stuff like that for anatomy. But then I also hate it when you see I don't want to call out any of these big, well, what's his name? Shinigami Arts? Or maybe it's just Shinigami. I don't know, Shinigami Arts, I think. And he just starts. And he does this amazing portrait, just starts in one spot, never has to erase or anything, and it's like perfect. I don't know. Trying to show off some sort of perfection ability is kind of super misleading. First of all, most people don't do that. Two people's mini thumbs are insane. Yeah. Yep. I don't know why I'm practicing this one, but whatever. So I did some sketches for another project I might work on here. Kind of a main character for a dark fantasy comic, and this one too. Something along the lines of Berserk or Goblin Slayer. Here with these two guys. I don't know, brainstorming a new comic. This guy? Yeah, I'm really digging him too. Which is funny because this whole thing started off with this one. And then I'm like, man, this looks fantastic. Might be just because I inked it, but let me show you what I got going on with this guy. So this was the initial sketch, and then I ended up doing some other. This is what happens when you have kids and dogs and shit, man. You just try doing another variation on this character. That guy in love just got a lot of attitude to him. Yeah. Yeah, he has a lot of personality. He's very cocky. Very cocky. Or maybe just self-confident. I don't know. The idea is that he's probably going to be a mentor to this guy. And then just practicing different designs for this guy. And here's another one. This is not nearly as cool, but I got this little practice illustration. But yeah, developing a story for this, and dude, I can't help it. It's like, this is just how my brain works. I'm always like, got 10 different projects, and they're all in like middle stages. Nothing's fully done, and I'll probably never finish anything. But that's, anybody else work like that? It's frustrating. Apparently Leonardo da Vinci was a master of procrastination. And when I found that out, I did not feel nearly as bad. Like, it took him like 16 years to do the Sistine Chapel. And it's not like because it took him so long with all the intricate details. Like, he took, months off at a time. Yeah. Him without the cape is good. Yeah, I like these characters. Awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be like a, I don't know, like a dark fantasy kind of thing. At first, I was thinking it would be very dark, like Berserk. But I kind of like the Sword Art Online kind of aspect to the fantasy fighting elements. And then I realized, oh, I'm just describing, Goblin Slayer. But I really like Goblin Slayer too. So it'll probably be like that. Very dark, yet some sort of power build up. I don't want it to be as, video game like, but it will be something sort of like that. Still working on the story. But yeah. Been coloring for 2 days and did a bag and a belt. LOL. SAO and Goblin Slayer are dope. Yeah, SAO gets a lot of shit just for being kind of mainstream and story elements, story things that just don't add up. But I remember when it came out, it was the first isekai that I ever saw, I think. I don't know if it created the genre. Probably not. I'd imagine there was some sort of isekai way back in the day, like the 90s. But this is kind of the first one that like made it take off. I liked the power building in it, even though, what's his name, Kirito, he was very OP, very OP, but it was fun. Liver tons, okay. All right, I'm gonna be watching, but won't be typing as much. Got to do some homework. Awesome. And SAO was good all the way up into Gun Gale. Yeah, Gun Gale lost me. I think has. Oh yeah, there's Hack Slash. Hack backslash. I don't know. How do you guys pronounce that? That thing always threw me when I was watching it, but yeah, that had to be some of the first isekai right there. Oh, also another thing I'm working on, as if I don't have enough going on, working on this portrait for a friend. Oh, Monster Rancher, Digimon. It's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm also working on some portraits for Christmas. I know like 4 people who died of cancer this year. And yeah, this is Greg. He's my best friend's dad, and he died of cancer this year. I have an aunt who died of cancer. My father-in-law's sister died of cancer. So I'm going to be doing quite a few portraits for Christmas. So just one more thing I'm working on. So you guys think I should be putting portraits on my channel too? I feel like that's just too much. I got comics, I got manga. I don't think anybody wants to see portraits on here, but that'd be pretty easy content for me to do, because I'll be over here working on them anyway. I vaguely remember Monster Rancher. I think it came on like early in the morning. I was in like 5th grade. And I was like, what is that? It was alright. It just wasn't as good as Digimon to me. Yeah, I currently have no idea what I'm doing. This is pure just randomness coming out of me right now. So. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I'll be posting some of the sketches that we did tonight in the community tab later. And then this upcoming week we will have a poll, let you guys vote on what you want to see coming up. So yeah, just a little review here. We looked at Grand Blue Fantasy concept art. We looked at Shiro Miwa, Spoke Gadgetry, which both are amazing, and talked briefly about my new comic idea that I am working on. So, oh, and of course I do have a comic manga already out. You can find it on Amazon. It's called Burst Code. It is only $1, so if you want to help support me and support this channel, you can find it over there. I will link it down in the description after the stream. And yeah, thank you all very much for joining me in the studio. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you're all sketching. And I will see you all next time.